Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here today. In this lesson, we are going to practice English using a special technique called shadowing. Maybe you're wondering what is shadowing. Shadowing means listening carefully to someone speaking in English and repeating what they say, matching their rhythm, intonation, and pronunciation. This technique helps you improve speaking, listening, and even confidence. Think of it as being someone's shadow you follow every move. Here's how you can practice. First, listen to me as I read today's story. The words will appear on the screen. Then, repeat after me, copying the tone and flow. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time. Remember, practice brings progress. And now let's start our lesson. Today's story is about Anna, a student who traveled abroad for the very first time. She was on her way to London to attend a short course. Anna was excited but also nervous because she had never traveled alone before. She checked in at the airport smoothly and went through the long line at security. Everything seemed fine until she sat down at the gate and suddenly realized her wallet was missing. Her passport and boarding pass were safe, but all her money and cards were gone. Panic filled her mind. She quickly retraced her steps, asking people around her if they had seen a wallet. Nobody had. Finally, she went to the information desk to report the problem. The staff there was very calm. "Don't worry," the woman said kindly. "Sit here and let's see if someone brings it to Lost and Found," and waited, nervous and embarrassed. She kept thinking, how could I be so careless? 15 minutes later, a man walked over with a black wallet in his hand. "Excuse me," he said, "is this yours?" Anna's face lit up. It was her wallet. Nothing was missing inside. She thanked the man again and again. The flight to London felt different after that moment. Anna realized that even when mistakes happen, there are always people willing to help. She also learned a valuable lesson. Always double-check your belongings, especially when traveling. Lessons from Anna's story. Check your things carefully. Small mistakes can create big problems. Stay calm. Stress makes situations worse, but patience can bring solutions. Be grateful. A simple act of kindness from others can change your whole experience. If you like this story, give us a thumbs up. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe. Now let's practice some of the phrases from the story. Have you ever lost something important? When did it happen? Where were you? What did you do to find it? You can use this structure to talk about the story. We use the present perfect continuous tense to describe an action that started in the past and continues to the present. For example, I have been waiting here for half an hour. Or I have been studying English for 3 years. Let's practice with some questions about the story. Question number 1. What has Anna been doing since she was little? Answer. She has been dreaming of traveling to Europe. Question number 2. What has she been feeling since she arrived at the airport? Excited but also nervous. Question number 3. What has Anna been thinking about since she realized she lost her wallet? How could I be so careless? Question number 4. How long has Anna been waiting for her wallet? She has been waiting for about 15 minutes. Now it is your turn to ask and answer questions about the story using the present perfect continuous tense. Phrase number 1. Excuse me, have you seen my wallet? This is a polite way to ask someone if they have seen your wallet. Excuse me is a phrase used to get someone's attention before you ask them something. Have you seen my wallet? Is the question asking if the person has seen your wallet. You can use this structure to ask about other things too. For example, have you seen my phone or have you seen my keys? Listen to the pronunciation of excuse me. Excuse me. Now it's your turn to practice saying this phrase. Repeat after me. Excuse me. Great job. Phrase number 2. Don't worry, everything will be fine. When someone is worried or stressed, you can say this phrase to comfort them. It means don't be anxious because the situation will become good in the end. We use this phrase to express optimism and reassurance. We can also use it in many situations. For example, when a friend is nervous about an exam, you can say, don't worry, everything will be fine. To show your friend that you believe in them, listen to the pronunciation of the phrase, don't worry, everything will be fine. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Now it's your turn to practice saying this phrase. Repeat after me. Phrase number 3. I really appreciate your kindness. When someone helps you or shows kindness, you can say this phrase to thank them. I really appreciate your kindness means you are very thankful for what they have done. You can also use this phrase to thank someone for their help or support. For example, I really appreciate you helping me with my homework, or I really appreciate your support. When you feel grateful to someone, listen to the pronunciation of the phrase. I really appreciate your kindness. I really appreciate your kindness. Now it's your turn to practice saying this phrase. Repeat after me. Great job. Now let's do a role play. Imagine you are Anna. You have just arrived at the airport and checked in for your flight. You go through security and wait at the gate. Suddenly, you realize that you have lost your wallet. You try to remember where you might have left it, but you can't remember. You decide to go to the information desk to ask for help. Think about what you would say in this situation. Use the phrases we learned today and try to use the present perfect continuous tense. All right, you can pause the video here to practice. Now let's watch and listen. As you watch, follow along with the video and repeat the phrases. Good job. Now it's time to practice with me. I'm going to say each sentence. You repeat it after me. Number 1, excuse me, have you seen my wallet? Excuse me, have you seen my wallet? Great. Number 2, don't worry, everything will be fine. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Wonderful. Number 3, I really appreciate your kindness. I really appreciate your kindness. Awesome. Now let's practice the dialogue. I'm going to say my lines and you repeat after me. You, excuse me, have you seen my wallet? Person, I'm sorry, but I haven't seen your wallet. You, don't worry, I appreciate your help. Person, if you find it, please bring it to the information desk. You, sure, thank you. Great job. Now let's have a conversation using the phrases and rules we learned. Try to use the present perfect continuous tense. You, excuse me, have you seen my wallet? Person, I'm sorry, but I haven't seen your wallet. You, don't worry, everything will be fine. Person, that's right. Just stay calm and think about where you last saw your wallet. You, yes, I think I was holding it when I went through the security check. Person, oh, I see. Well, you can go back and check there. You, thank you. I really appreciate your kindness. Person, you're welcome. Good luck finding your wallet. You, thank you. Congratulations. You finished practicing. You are amazing. Remember, practice makes perfect. Remember, learning English is like traveling. Sometimes you lose your way, sometimes you make mistakes, but every step helps you grow. Keep practicing shadowing, and you'll become more fluent and confident day by day. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this practice, please share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. Keep speaking, stay positive, and enjoy the journey of learning English. See you in the next lesson.